Here comes the moon, held by my love, to shine on you with a light that comes from above.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Diaries of DIY Danie, a place where I help solve your home decor dilemmas with a custom DIY solution. This DIY is just really special. I didn't think I was gonna cry. Okay. It's one of the most ambitious DIY projects I think I've ever taken on. It was certainly the biggest, and it was for a family that really just deserved it, you know? It's something that I know is gonna change. Sorry. I don't know why I'm so emotional. Need to pull myself together here. This is not the kind of video I was intending to make. It's one of those transformations that I know it's gonna change the way an entire family functions in their home. And that's pretty huge. But before I jump into that story, I just wanna thank the sponsor of this video, the Home Depot Canada. Without your help, I could not have done this makeover and given the family everything that I was able to give to them, so thank you so much. All the products that you see in this video are in the description box, so you can go check it out afterwards. But without further ado, let's jump into this and roll the tape. Okay, so I just got to Gord and Mary. It's gonna be a blast. This DIY makeover is for a beautiful family of 4, Gord, Mary, Emma, and Willow the cat. Hi, can I take you home? My puppy would love you. Say hello to everybody. Gord and Mary live in a small 1-bedroom apartment. Funds are tight, so they're making the space work for their family. Gord and Mary gave up their bedroom and turned it into Emmett's room while they converted their living room into a sleeping area, office, and main living space for everyone, including the cat. So let's talk about the biggest challenges in this space. First of all, the room has a lot of stuff. The first task for Gord and Mary was to get rid of half right off the bat. Taken from the wise words of Marie Kondo, you think it and let it go. We're gonna walk this one right to the curb. I guess we're keeping the axe.
Damn skippy,
yes.
We're keeping this axe.
Don't worry, we won't axe the idea.
You're a cut above
it. Second was the office area. I loved their DIY desk, but it wasn't very functional for their needs anymore. Mary used a laptop, so she always worked on the bed, and Gord wasn't using it on a daily basis. It was more of a junk sitting spot, so gotta go. They had a shelf in the corner that was mostly holding all of Gord's personal hobbies. On the floor there was a storage bench with pull-out bins. Most bins were holding Emmett's toys, and then a lot of like paper and office-y stuff were like crammed into the other one. That's not functional for Gord and Mary. Oh, and the lovely wood piece that had been drilled into this storage bench, that's Willow's area. Blocked off from Emmett, this is where Willow's bathroom area is and feeding area. I'm a coming, Willow, don't worry. And then around the room there was lots of open shelving holding old plants and a lot of books, games, papers, and photos. Just a lot of stuff crammed in lots of little spaces. And last but not least, let's talk about that red wall. Mary kept saying to me how the room was making her feel anxious and it just wasn't a very calm space. Well, yeah, you got an angry red wall yelling at you. Of course you feel anxious. Ultimately, they just wanted a space that was relaxed and cozy, but baby safe, that had a dedicated work area for both Gord and Mary, organization, and a dedicated space for Willow. And I'm feeling very confident that I can do that for them, so this was my plan. Starting in the window area, I'm using this space to create a dedicated office area by creating a long worktop across the entire wall. One side will be for Gord and the other for Mary. In the middle, they will have a 2-drawer filing cabinet for storing office and personal items. Each side will be complete with wall shelves and a dedicated work light that will be a plug-in sconce on the wall. I'm bringing in 2 sets of curtains, one sheer curtain to give privacy, but still let in that light during the day, and second is a light blocking curtain to pull closed at night so they can sleep well in the morning. Moving over to the longest wall, I'm building a custom built-in bench that runs the entire length of the wall. Half the bench includes storage underneath. The other side will include 2 pull-out bins to hold Emmett's toys and a dedicated cat entrance that'll be too small for little babies to crawl into but perfect for cats. This will open up to a closed-off area for Willow's litter box, which can be accessed by a pull-down door. Above the bench, I'll be featuring a stylish shelving system that will hold baby toys on the first 2 shelves and adult personals on the final 4 shelves. I'll be adding a stylish pendant light on the shelf, a beautiful round mirror on the wall, and a comfy cushion top to create the sweetest reading nook ever. And lastly, we're getting rid of that angry red wall and replacing it with a nice rich green, the perfect color to create a calm and warm space. I'll finish the area off with a few shelves for family photos and a bedside table to put down books, a baby monitor, or a water glass just before bed. Whew, I got a lot of work to do. So there was a lot of prep that went down beforehand for this project. I'm gonna try to turbo fast explain this because it's really boring. So I got all my wood at the Home Depot. I had to rent a truck just so that I could get it all home, which is very affordable, by the way, and not planned in terms of knowing that this video is sponsored by them. You're welcome. First step was to cut out the cat trap door. To do that, I was using a jigsaw to cut out the hole, and then I used my router to create a rabbet joint on the edges so that I could create a groove for the brass leaf aluminum sheet to fit into. And then I planned an entire cut day. I didn't film this process because watching someone cut wood is like, that means it's boring. I got my bench frame built. This is the front and the back, and then I have all the pieces ready to install on the day of. Then I moved on to sanding and staining for all the bookshelves and shelving pieces. I stained all my boards using Varathane's wood stain in the color Espresso. My goal was to keep the look dark and to match the espresso colored acacia wood desktops that I purchased. Then to finish it all off, I coated the shelving with Varathane's diamond wood finish in matte. Then the rest of the pieces, which were all built-ins, were painted a nice crisp white, just like the walls. All this prep took me about 3 days in total, but totally worth it. Just got to Mary and Gord's. They have done all of the white. Look how crisp it looks in here. It was day 1 of the 3-day massive makeover transformation in this living room space, and it was already off to a good start. But one wall remains. Let's get rid of this wall because it's so angry. This color is so good. So excited. I can feel calm already. On this wall, I was using Behr Marquis Premium 1-Coat Hide Guarantee in matte. I was told that if you need 2 coats to be able to cover any wall, you can call the number on the paint can and they will give you your money back, guaranteed. Well, I will be the judge of that. I gotta say though, the coverage of this paint was mighty good. I was in shock. Normally when you're covering over red, you would have to prime it first with like a white, but that green covered over that red, no problems, and was it ever a change. Look how amazing that green wall looks. Are we happy? Wow. The entire energy of the room immediately changed. This is the color it needed to be. It's the color it needed to be. That's all I can say. I didn't bring a hammer today, and I need to close these paint cans, so I'm gonna try with this. Yes, baby! Hammer! You want it? From me to you. Ah, yeah. Today was a big day. This was day 2 of my 3-day marathon, and some big things were going down. Once again, I had my partner Jeffrey with me because I had a lot to accomplish and I was gonna need an extra hand. Big things that we need to start with is getting this bad boy out and getting this board off so we can finally give Willow a happy new home. You're free, Willow, you're free! Next, I was tackling the office area, so first things first, I had to get that filing cabinet in the space. How many people does it take to put in drawers? At least 2. Another great thing is giant size felt pads. I'm gonna stick these right on top of here like this, and it's gonna act as a nice little cushion between the tabletops and our middle brace. Watch her struggle. OMG. Oh my god. I don't have any nails. Felt pad struggle, yeah. Anything that has like a sticky side that you have to pull off, I just struggle so hard. I never get it in one go. Take 2, learn from your mistakes. Oh, I'm gonna get it. Okay. Am I the only person? Like, I feel like I just repel anything that needs to be pulled off. Get. The struggle is real, okay? Done. I'll clean this mess up. For my desktops, I sourced a beautiful espresso colored acacia wood top. This is such a beautiful, rich, chocolatey brown color, and I just love how warm it made the space feel. Ugh. So pretty. And to hold up the wooden tops on each side, I was securing 2 cleats to the wall. Simple way to do this, make sure your desktop is level and mark where the cleat needs to go. You want to make sure you find studs in your wall with a stud finder and simply just drill your cleat into place. If you can't find studs, just make sure you use plugs instead. Then pop the 2 wood tops in place and voila! This is such a simple and easy space-saving way to create a workspace for 2. Hello over there.
Hi.
I also do it in my office and I love it. All right, moving on to the big wall. First step was to get my 2x4 frame I prepared ahead of time assembled into a box. To do this, I was simply using nails and a hammer. It was time to use the brad nailer. This was the easy part. I was assembling my cabinet fronts in place. These were 16 by 72 inch pine shop shelving boards that I cut to size and painted white, and I was using 2-inch brad nails to secure them into place. Next was the cabinet top that was gonna open up to reveal any hidden storage on the inside. To allow that top to open and close, I sourced 2 piano hinges at 2 feet each and then just secured them to both pieces. Then all that was left to do was to just secure that 2-inch piece to the top using a brad nailer. Look at that storage! And I built a box. Congratulations! You built a box. Next step was to get the second half of the built-ins finished. To do that, I plan to simply secure screws in from the bottom board straight into the upright. I used a countersink to create a small divot so that my screw will sit flat. Then I pre-drilled and screwed my screw in. One thing I recommend though is use a triangle to make sure you secure your uprights in straight. Jeff and I were able to get this done very quick. I already had 2 sections that were gonna be pull-out bins for Emmett's toys, and that whole little cat area was really starting to take shape. Even Willow's cat door worked out great. 1 piano hinge, a magnetic latch, and that entire side of the bench really came together. Fine. Some would say I was feline good. Oh. After that, I was using that same countersink pre-drill and screw technique to build the entire shelving unit that was sitting directly above. This built-in shelf unit is really simple. You just keep building it 1 shelf at a time. It was a lot of fun. That's my face right now because we finished. Oh, guys, look at this wall. Look at the function. I love this. It's so beautiful. And just so everyone knows, I put 2 supporting L brackets on this side. I put 3 support brackets just up here, and then an L bracket over here. So my day's not over yet. I want to get shelves on both sides there. I think everything is looking darn good today. I am loving this green wall, and this is all looking amazing. See you tomorrow. Final day. day 3. It's reveal day. And I had a lot of things to install still, so I had to get going. First up, I installed a new ceiling lamp. Goodbye, old ceiling light. Next, I hacked my curtains so that they were the right length for above the desk by measuring, marking, and cutting them to size, then ironing the cut seam using fabric tape. This is a simple and effective way to get the size that you want. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And I didn't have to learn how to sew, and I didn't have to pay someone to do it. Then I simply installed 2 rods using this beautiful gold umber rod in the front. It's just such a nice classy touch, you know? I installed 2 pendant lights for each side of the desk. I love these ones because they had an adjustable arm, they fit the style of the space so nicely, and they're plug-in, so you don't have to hardwire them to the wall. But because they had a cord that was running down, what I did was created 2 holes in my desktop using a hole saw that allowed me to run the cord straight through the desk with ease. No problem. To complete this desk area, I sourced 2 black leather chairs that were perfect because of their rounded edges. Ooh. And I sourced something with no wheels because I really wanted the chairs to have some stability. This was important because I wanted chairs that would be completely safe around the baby. Very nice indeed. And the bonus is that they were really comfortable. I could use a chair like this. So before, Gord and Mary had a lot of family photos that were trickled all over this space. I wanted to give them a dedicated space where they could put all this on display. So using photo shelves along this small area in the corner was a perfect way to do that. Shelves! I then added the bedside shelf directly below that. To finish this area off, I'm adding this beautiful gold floor lamp to give them some extra lighting in the corner and to replace that broken light that was there before. Cute! One thing that I noticed about Gord and Mary's space was that they literally had like no mirrors anywhere. So I wanted to give them a new mirror for that reason. Adding a mirror in a small space is a great way to make the space feel larger and more open. And this gold mirror was so stunning. I just love it. I like how it matches all the other decor pieces. Everything was really starting to take shape and feeling like one cohesive room. Next to the mirror, I was installing this matching gold pendant light that included this fun vintage bulb and bracket. It's just a fun way to add a little decorative lighting to a space and like really help give that kind of corner space a moment. We all love a good moment in a space, you know? And Willow! I'm giving Willow a new litter box with a low entry point in the front so it's easy to get in and out of. It was time to add a little baby safety to the room. Both the kitty litter station, the storage box, and the filing cabinet were given a baby safe latch and a corner bumper on the lower shelf. There will be no hurt babies on my watch. Last touch, I'm adding a beautiful new bright rug for the floor. It was so nice and big and it just created a comfy play area for Emmett. Yes, I'm a baby. What I love about this rug is that it's really light, it brightens up the space, but because of the pattern on it, it really hides dirt well. It's a perfect rug for a messy baby. I'm getting too old. And finally, the bench got a comfy cushion top. This was actually an outdoor cushion that I'm using. I love it because that means it can handle dirt and juices and slobber very easily, but it also created a nice cushion top to create a beautiful little reading nook. I think it's finally time to show Gord and Mary their brand new living room. Okay, I'm gonna place you, close your eyes. Really tight. Don't look, promise?
Okay.
Keep your eyes.
I promise. The feel of the room is
Ooh,
different.
the rug feels nice. Okay, ready? On 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god! Danie, this looks so
Danie.
good! Oh my god!
Cool.
It looks so much bigger in here.
I know!
Oh, I love this. The family corner. Oh, now that is it. Oh,
Oh my god, this looks so good! Danie!
that was nice.
Oh my god, it looks
Oh my
so
God.
big! Yeah!
This looks amazing.
Super cool.
Wow, what a change! From a room that was cluttered and dysfunctional rehab to a bright open space that finally fits the needs for their family. They had a cozy, baby-safe living room that has a dedicated work area for both Mary and Gord, a willow-safe area for her litter box, and more storage and organization for all the baby toys and their books, knickknacks, and games. The space was just warmer, brighter, cozier, safer, bigger. Just wow. The power of design really won on this one.
You guys can
Oh my
sit.
gosh. I love this
We
thing.
have a new light.
This DIY living room transformation was a massive success, and it's gonna change Gord and Mary's everyday life. Now they can focus more on being a family than worrying about all of the clutter and anxiousness that room brought them before.
Do you love it? Do you love it? Say thank you, Danie.
Yeah.
Can you say thank you? Oh, thanks, Danie.
Big thanks again to the Home Depot Canada for helping to make this DIY makeover happen. All of the home decor items you see in this video are from the Home Depot Canada, and I've linked them in the description box below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.